Hello, everyone, and welcome to this edition of Investing and Trading Live. As always, my name is Josh Lilquist. Today is Thursday, August 24th, coming to a close of the end of the week here for the market. And today we're going to cover a few different things. We're going to cover, obviously, the moon doggy of the show here today, Nvidia, gapping up pretty big on Thursday morning after earnings. I think it was earnings on Wednesday, but it's currently 8:45 a.m. Central Time. Market's been open about 15 minutes, and actually Nvidia has been dropping ever since. So gapping up to about $500 per share, currently at 486. So those retail traders that got in after the market moved are probably not feeling too hot right now. So we'll cover that. We'll cover some option plays. Might have some volatility in the market. Dick's Sporting Goods hits the lows of around 105 or so. And it's been up the last 2 days, so Dick's Sporting Goods not looking too shabby after the big drop on Monday. I believe it was Monday. Nike, the same thing, gapping down twice, bigly on the week. And going up each day after it opens up, but yet still down, from the highs of last week, down about 12%. So we'll cover that, look at some option plays. We will do an update on the overall index market, and we will close it out today. Try to do a short show today, maybe 15, 20 minutes for you guys here today. But as you know, there is risk in trading and investing. You can and will lose money at one point in your life. The key is to manage that risk. This is for entertainment purposes only, mainly my entertainment, but hopefully you find this entertaining as well. All right, let's go to the market update. Let's look at the S&P 500, currently at 443.57. Gaps up pretty big on the day, probably leading the charge from Nvidia, just really driving the markets. And just dropping down ever since. So gapping up to about 444.70 and currently at 443.60. Dow Jones Industrial Average 345.06. Different story, gapping down on the day, but showing strength. And I'm assuming the NASDAQ will do the same as the S&P, which it is. Gapping up pretty big on the day. Currently at 369.42, gapping up actually to 372. So same story. Gapping up pretty big and then just dropping ever since the open. So that is your major markets. Looking at the Russell, same story as the Dow, but just a little bit different. Same verse, second as the first. However that song goes. Gapping down, but actually dropping since the open. So a little bit of a mixed bag on the major markets: S&P 500, NASDAQ, Dow Jones, and the Russell. Looking at the U.S. dollar, this one currently at 103.77, continuing that strong uptrend from the lows of 99.72, which was right around July 14th. So the dollar continuing to show strength. We're going to see if we can break through this 104.60 area. And if that happens, you're going to probably continue to see that stock market decline. As I had mentioned probably last week and even 2 weeks ago, I'm looking at taking this to 105, the 105 mark. That's kind of a major hold number. All right, that's your major market updates and the U.S. dollar. Let's look at gold. Gold currently at $1,914.95. Changing the downward trajectory for the past few days here, but yet still in a pretty good downtrend from May. So we do have an overhead supply at 2008 to 2021. So we'll see that to bring that down there. Still in the middle of our major supply zone and our major demand zone on a daily chart. So in no man's land. If you're looking for short-term opportunities, you might want to look on a shorter time frame. Silver currently at 24.18, also down on the day. Those are both down just ever so slightly, but still continuing those downtrends. Silver and gold. Silver is a little more sideways than gold is. So same story. They have their demand zone down by the 2146, 2180 area. No major supply that looks really good, but we do have the highs of $26 right around there, coming up to that, and again, a couple more bucks. So we'll continue to monitor that. Looking at USO, which is the ETF for oil. This one down on the day, currently at $70.56 after the highs from last week or about a week and a half ago. And if this continues to go up, we're going to continue to see our price at the pumps continue. Volatility index is down on the day, but is creeping up after the open. No big movers as far as the ETFs other than XME, which is metals and mining, and that one's down 1.21%. So that's your ETFs and major markets. Let's go to stocks. All right, let's take a peek at Nvidia. So as we kick the show off, the Nvidia has really last night. I mean, it was a rocket for the night. Great earnings, great surprises. I believe it became the fourth richest companies in the world yesterday. So way to go, Nvidia. Way to go, Nvidia there. Let's get a little clap for that. Currently at 484.40. So just actually continuing to slump after the open though. So that's a little interesting. That's kind of like buy the rumor, sell the news. That's the headline there. Up 2.71% on the day. Apple down 0.66%. Tesla down 1.7%. Any major movers other than that? We have no major household net. Wow, AMC down 28%. Oh, you know what? They did that reverse split the other day. That's why. So actually, AMC did a 1-to-10 reverse split yesterday. Or a split yesterday. And that one currently down $5. Oof. Oofta. Let's peek at this. It's a good thing we didn't do any options on this one. Down 60% on the last 3 days after splitting 10-to-1 split, 1-to-10.
It fell that much?
Not looking good for AMC.
What's going on?
All right, so let's peek at a couple other ones. Disney, that one's down 0.85%. Getting down to on the low end of the percent Bollinger Band, so we will look at some potential options on that today. So that'll be one we look at. Let's look at a couple I wanted to peek at the other day. Dick's Sporting Goods is still technically low on the percent Bollinger Band. We'll look at that. Nike, we'll look at that. Macy's, we'll look at that as well, see if they are offering any premium. That being said, let's do that right meow. All right, let's open our options chain on our other platform. Did see some entertainment there as we wait. All right. So we have AMC is obviously way below the mark there. Volatility isn't as high as yesterday or last week. I don't even want to look at that one because that's not something we're going to look at. Too risky. Dick's Sporting Goods. So this one lower on the percent Bollinger Band, but volatility has slowed down and probably not given anything for a premium. Currently at 113.05. Let's peek at the 29 days and see what that looks like. And it looks like the 104s are giving at least 1%. Boy, with the 100s that we talked about last week, we're probably looking pretty good. But no, we're not going to peek at it. We're not going to do anything with Dick's Sporting Goods. Not enough meat on the bone there. Target is low on the percent Bollinger Band. Volatility is low. USO volatility is low. So actually what we were wanting to see here, we want to look at Nike. NKE is the ticker symbol for Nike. And what else was it? Macy's. All right. So these low on the percent Bollinger Band. Nike Volatility is creeping up, but still probably not giving a whole heck of a lot. 98.79. Let's look at the options chain. Boy, just volatility just hasn't given a whole lot. The 92s are giving you at least 1%, and I'm not a big fan of that anyway. Price would need to drop down only 6%. That can happen, no problem. So Nike not giving a whole lot. Macy's volatility, the play was last 3 days ago on Monday, but yet still it's high. Let's look at this one. This might have enough meat on the bone. Currently at $12.66, a cheaper stock. And the 11s are giving you at least 1%, but that's probably nothing that you want to run home about and call mama. Yeah, nothing to brag about there. No demand zone, nothing. You would need that to drop only 12%, which is a big drop, but that could happen pretty easy in Macy's, especially after the retail area is showing a lot of weakness. We looked at Target. Starbucks is 4%. See if that's giving anything. Volatility is pretty low there. GME, that's obviously going to give a little bit of premium, but it's probably too risky of a stock. Let's look anyway for giggles. It's at $16.60. The spread's way too wide. Too much risk involved there. So stay away from GME, Costco. So really, if you're looking at any opportunities, you want to be doing some buying calls or buying puts if you are short the market. So those are your options plays on the day. There's not a whole lot of meat on the bone with anything. Let's look at oil real quick because we looked at USO earlier. Oil, the symbol is CL for oil, currently at 77.77 in a downtrend the last week or two here, so that is continuing to slump a little bit. Corn also going down about almost 1% here today. And to round that out, let's look at one more, which would be Bitcoin, your cryptocurrencies. After the slide of last week, it's from the 24,000 area, currently at 26,366. So Bitcoin retracing or coming back from its big loss of last week. So that's your market update on the day. It's today is August 24th. We'll do another update tomorrow, which would be Friday to end the week, and we will probably do either a closing session at the end of the day, or we'll just do it on Saturday morning. So that being said, collect your profits when they're given to you. Protect your losses when they are small. And until next time, retire young, my friends.